Online, am I audible? Can you hear me? Good. Now, last one, is it clear, ma? Last one, voice is clear. Good morning, everyone. Good. How are you all? Fine. Now, is there anyone who is absent yesterday? Like, is there anyone whose first class is today? Good. Okay. Now, to the people who are new, welcome to you all for the database classes. Now, let me just give you a quick recap of what we have discussed in the previous classes. Now, where is this? Databases. Good. Yesterday, we discussed on what is this class will cover, what are the requirements of this particular class, what main topics we will cover, the syllabus or the timings, or what kind of jobs you can explore after this particular one. To give you a quick recap, my name is Prasad. I'm a full stack web developer, both mean and MERN stacks, currently working in Verizon. Now, in this particular one, we'll do MySQL and MongoDB. We will discuss these two databases in the span of 3 weeks. We'll have a class every day from 9 to 11, which starts by 9:10 or 5 or ends with 10:45 to 50. We'll have a doubt clearance session, or anyone having any questions, you can ask at the time, no worries. The main topics which we cover are in MySQL introduction, installations, data types, operators, functions, joins, and all sub languages, queries, clauses, subqueries. The same way, when we come to the MongoDB one, we'll do it like introduction, installation, document modeling, CRUD, queries, aggregation framework, functions, and atlas. The main jobs which you can acquire after this are data analysts, which will analyze the data, or data scientists, which will predict based on the data, or AI roles. There are so many huge data AI roles, and data engineers, which will check kind of, any problem with the flow in the data or something kind of one. Till now, anyone have any question, ma? No. Good. Online SQL developer role, can we apply after this course? You can. SQL developer, you can apply. Basically, this one will works. Okay. Now it works. SQL developers or SQL DevOps, it works. Next, we also discussed the basics, such as why we need databases, what is data, what is SQL, what is NoSQL. We have discussed in detail, sir. The in detailed notes, where it is. Yeah. The in detailed notes, we had it yesterday. The notes will be shared with you after some 4 or 5 class, where first 4 classes will be mostly demos. After the demos, the verified people will get some kind of drive, or kind of the classrooms. In that, I will share this all. Now, initially, what does it mean by data? Data is nothing but a raw facts that doesn't have any meaning. For example, John 56, 5.8. It doesn't have any meaning. 56 can be anything, 5.8 can be anything, John can be anyone. There is no relation there. But if I make them in a statement, like John with an age of 56, having a height of, 5.8, that makes a sense. Like 5.8 and 56 are some kind of representation, some stats about the John. This is called information. What is it called, ma? Information. The ultimate goal is to make information from the data, because ultimately user doesn't know any kind of data. I'm Imagine I have a pizza shop. In my pizza shop, so much data is there. Monday, how many pizzas sell? Tuesday, how many burgers sell? Or Thursday, how many French fries sell? Everything I have huge data. But I want someone to verify this data, someone to analyze this data and tell me Monday's pizzas are selling it more because of so and so reasons. And Tuesday burgers will have it like more purpose based on these patterns. If someone analyze it, based on that, I can put more kind of pizzas on Monday, more kind of burgers on the Tuesday one. I don't understand SQL because I'm just a shop owner, right? Are you getting my point, ma? It is the database people, their responsibility to convert this your database knowledge into the actual information, because people will understand only this. This is what it is stored. Now, where do you store the data? Yesterday we discussed what is database, what is database management system. Again and again, people having this trouble. What is database? Database is a organized way, a nice way of storing the data. You can store the data in multiple ways. For example, I gave you so much money. Okay. Where do you store this particular money, sir? I will store all this money in the bank locker, sir. Will you go to the locker and save it, sir? No. You will go to the bank. You will give your bank account number. They will put in your bank account number some number. They will change it like, oh, from now onwards, you are having something number. But where they will store actually the money? In the locker. If you want to withdraw the money, you will use again your passbook, your account number. They will go to the locker and they will withdraw. Are you getting my point, sir? The one actually stores the data in a systematic way is the database, like the lockers. We stores the data in the form of tables in most of the times. Okay. Now, in most of the times, we stores the data in the form of tables. For example, one school management system is there, like Naresh IT is there, college institute management. In institute management, I wanted to have students table. What the student table I need? I need it like student ID, which batch he is having, which course he is having, is he paid the fee or not, what is his email, what is his phone number. I want all this, listener. Are you all getting my point, sir? Not only that, I also need faculty table. I also need a fees table. I also need course table. I will have it like this multiple tables. And this is called database. The storing of these tables is called database. How do you do this database? Is database management system. Database management system is a software. Using that software, you are doing this one. If the software is not there, in bank, when you go to your account number, they will have a bank, have a system. Bank have a software. In that bank software, they will write something account number, 2000 money deposit. So they will deposit, right? Automatically. What if, sir, bank is not having any computers? In olden times, banks are not having computers. Guess what will happen? They will write it in papers, isn't it? There should be a system. If the systems are not if the computers were not there, people will go for another one. Now to make our work easy, there are softwares for that. There are some applications for that. Same way to interact with database. I want to add something table in database, sir. I want to delete something in database, sir. I want to update something in database, sir. I want to read the database, sir. If you want to do any kind of operations, you need one software. The software which is used to manage the database is called database management system. What is it called, ma? Database management system. Now, you guys tell me, what is the difference between database and database management system, sir? Database is a storage one, like you will store in the database. But DBMS is a software to manage the databases. Excellent. Now, sir, softwares have some kind of code, na? Imagine, sir, you have it like one Amazon app. In Amazon app, how they will build that Amazon app? They will use some Java or they will use some C or they will use some kind of language, na? Will you also type that language only in Amazon? No, na? Because user don't know. Sir, database management system is one software. People will use some kind of language for that. Can I use that language? No. I need one language. If I use that, my database management system should understand. I want all people, give me all the students who are getting more than 50 marks. I want that. But if I ask it like, give me all the people who are getting more than 50 marks, do you think database will understand? No, because database don't know English. Database don't know, Korea or whatever the languages are there. So it knows only one language. What is that language, sir? SQL. The DBMS, RDBMS mainly, Relational Database Management System, uses one language called SQL. What does it mean by SQL, sir? Structured Query Language. In DBMS also, there are different kinds of types. One of the famous DBMS is called RDBMS. What is it called? What is full form of RDBMS, sir? Relational Database Management System. This RDBMS, what it will do, imagine I want to write here two tables. You can see it here. Two tables are there. One is students table, one is course table. Can anyone tell me what is the course the Shaker took? What is the name of Shaker course? How, like, is that there in the students table, sir? No. Imagine, sir, I did not give you course table. Can you able to find that? No. It's like one table is connected to another table, right? There is a relation between these two tables, na? Like this, you will create multiple tables and you will make one connection between them. This kind of database management systems are called relational database management systems. Here, every table is connected to another table called relation. What is the language we will use it for this relational database management systems are SQL. Give me like most famous relational database management system. What are the most famous ones? MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, SQLite, MS SQL Server. Good. Now, MySQL, PostgreSQL, and SQLite are open source. Open source बोले तो anyone can download, anyone can use it however they want. But Oracle and MS SQL Server are paid ones. they have something extra benefits actually. Okay, but those benefits are also can be done in MySQL, but not in a straight way. In Oracle, some things can be done very straightforward with some kind of default things, but in MySQL, you need to do something more settings for that. But that is the only difference. Remaining all are same. As I told you yesterday, there is no difference with MySQL or Oracle or PostgreSQL or SQLite or MS SQL Server. Each one is done by one company, and those companies will use different softwares for the databases one. It's not a rule like Oracle is great or MySQL is great. Demand is there for all because companies, it's company wish. Usually, very little bit of companies uses SQLite. Enterprise level companies will use Oracle and MS SQL Server. Startups will use PostgreSQL or MySQL. Even intermediate companies like which are not completely advanced, which are not completely startup, those companies also will use MySQL. If anyone see it here in internet, MySQL websites, um, count. Oh, sorry. I think it understood differently. The number of websites with MySQL. Now, if you see here, MySQL is important because the majority portion of the web development is done with MySQL. The reason is because there are some kind of open source softwares like WordPress and all people use. Those kind of open source softwares actually use MySQL. Okay. Do you know that once upon a time there is a language called PHP? You heard of it? That was once a legend that used to use every time PHP used to use MySQL only. It is kind of comfortable with that. Now people are using it like the MongoDB one for easy purpose with React. Online, if anyone have any doubts, you can tell me, sir. Which companies, which databases the companies like yeah, TCS uses. Now, understand this, the companies like the TCS are the service-oriented companies. Service-oriented companies will not use only one. It depends on their clients. I don't know whether you knew this or not. You work for TCS. That doesn't mean you work on only TCS things. TCS will get a project from some another company. Imagine some kind of X company is there. That X company will tell to TCS company, give me this particular software. Then TCS company will make this particular TCS employees to do that. So that X company may wanted MySQL, may wanted PostgreSQL. It's different. Majority of the times you will have shift with this two, MySQL and Oracle. Both will help you, but Python MySQL is enough. Any question ma online? No. Next. Next one. Non-RDBMS, which are like NoSQL systems. NoSQL systems are like the MongoDB and all. Those things will use kind of graphs instead of tables. It will be stored in graphs, documents. In MongoDB, it will store it in documents. There are different kinds of things. Okay. Now, next, we also discussed what is difference between file system and database management system. Imagine I created one folder, sir. You know, have you ever went to some kind of studios, photo studios? Like recently, I went to one photo studio. In that photo studio, now what happened is I took a photo like long back. When I went to the studio, they have to give me my photo. You know how did he did? Year wise, they will put folders, and again month wise they will put folders. Date wise they will put folders. Person name wise they will put folders, and in that they will put your photos. Have you ever seen that? It will be there. Those kind of thing is called file system. People will create it with files, folders. But is it good way to do in companies like that? No. When you Amazon create a one folder like Durga Prasad, one folder it like the Shekhar, one folder is like Raj. Your orders and all will store it in one folder. Not good. Instead of maintaining it file system, because file system take large amount of space. Every time you have to clear it up for space. Also, work is manual. You have to create it. Okay. But when you go to database management systems, very simple. All you have to do is it will take very less space. All you will do is just create a table and store it. Also, there is no redundancy. That means if any another user is again coming in table, you will find it easily. Most of the work is done by the SQL only. Person need not to go. When I want my particular photo, they go to that particular year, month, date, then Prasad. But now, if I write it a query, select details from particular date, automatically SQL will give. Right, ma? Before DBMS, people uses this file systems. Then next, most people's questions are what is the difference between SQL and MySQL? SQL is a language. SQL is a language which is used to communicate DBMS. Sir, for database management systems, we need one language, sir. Okay, like I want to tell to DBMS, give me all the people who are having it like greater than 50 marks. I have to use one language which that one understand. That language is SQL. That software name is MySQL. Okay, both are different. Any question, Martin? Now? This is the complete recap of what we discussed yesterday. Online, anyone have any questions? No. Yeah, as someone mentioned it, like cloud databases are there. Most of the people in companies, you don't use cloud databases, but some kind of people uses cloud databases for startups like Firebase, Supabase. Like if you go to this Firebase one, you don't use any kind of backend. Directly, it will give complete backend as a service. It will provide backend and the database completely will provide. All you know is need is connect your React with it. If you know React, React. If you know JavaScript, JavaScript, you will connect to it. Front end plus direct Firebase will create the full stack application. No backend or no database needed. No. In which application we will use for this? We will use this. This one is for startups. Usually you don't use now. Next, Firebase is the BAS, which is these are called cloud databases. These are BAS, backend as a service. Whatever you need, everything they will only provide. Firebases are required for MySQL and SQL. No, this is alternative. Imagine one guy is there. He don't know backend. He don't know Python. He don't know Java. He don't know any backend. He knows only front end. He know React and he don't know database also. But he want to create a full app. Are you getting my point, ma? Then he will use the Firebase ones. There are so many companies which will use basically startup companies. For example, recently I checked it this company, which is like the Wavekoof one, which most people might know this. There is a company named the Wavekoof. Now, if I go here, this guy actually uses Firebase. So there is no backend for this. He didn't use Python or Node or Java or kuch bhi. React and Firebase. He completed the full application. So पूरा website हो जाता. This is one of the possibility. That's it. SQL is only communicate with database. Correct. If locker is empty, then also it is called databases. Only data present means database. No. If locker is empty, also still the locker can be used to store next time. It is database basically. If the data is not there also, the place you store is database. Simple. Okay. Now, Any other doubt, sir? Data redundancy means repetition. Other repeating the data is called data redundancy. Repetition. Now next. What is difference between MySQL and PostgreSQL? No differences. Each one is a different slang. What is the difference between Rajasthan Hindi and Orissa Hindi? It's just simple. Like different people uses different kinds of language things will be there. But still everyone can understand the others. As yesterday I told you, in Andhra we have it like Andhra and Telangana, we have it like different Telugu. But still Andhra Telugu can be understand in Telangana, Telangana Telugu can be understand in Andhra also. Some words will be different. Some words you can't understand. But still majority of the flow can be understand. That is how the each one is different. PostgreSQL will use some kind of different words. For example, in Oracle we call varchar 2. In MySQL we call varchar. In PostgreSQL same thing will be called as text. Okay, and all are strings only. String you call it varchar. String you call it varchar 2. String you call it text. Okay, you can call it directly string also, but there are some kind of different variations. Are you getting my point, ma online? Just that particular accent is different. Correct. Okay. Now, yeah, in Firebase also we use query languages, but most of the times Firebase only will manage them. Now, let's start here. MySQL. We will have today MySQL introduction in detail, and we will also install MySQL in your systems. Okay. These are demo classes, sir. Learning one language, we can work with others too. Yeah, you can. You can. Little bit different word will be there, but you can. MySQL introduction. MySQL is an open source. You can open your notes as ma. You can write it in case if you are not having notes as take it a paper from someone and just write it, sir. Now, good. MySQL is an open source database management system which is used to manage, read, update, delete, or add to databases to databases. Now, it can it can work with multi-user and multi-threaded it is mostly popular in the web with with languages like PHP. Usually for PHP, it's famous one. Does MySQL uses SQL language? Correct. Open source will have security constraints. Actually, open source have, but this one is not. Now, sir, is SQL and MySQL are interrelated? I told you again, MySQL uses SQL. PostgreSQL also uses SQL. Okay. It's like, I am MySQL. I can do so many works, but if you want to tell to me something to do, for example, I can type something, I can do some work for you. But if you wanted to tell me, you should tell me in Telugu only. Only I understand Telugu. In that case, the Telugu is a language which you are using to communicate to me. I am MySQL and the Telugu is like the SQL language. Is it clear, ma online? Yeah. Okay. Now, next one, sir. Features of MySQL. Features of MySQL. It is completely free of cost. Free of cost. It is portable. Portable means small size enough to install and run it on any OS like Linux or Windows or Ubuntu, etc. Portable. Last one is screen is clear. Is last one clear or zoom? Zoom. Now, now done. Okay. Now next. Now its databases. Its databases are usually secured, secured using host name and password. You have to keep you one password for your database, which I will show you anyway. That particular password you will use, and I will tell you like what passwords and all. Now, connectivity. It can be connected to various APIs, various APIs and languages like PHP, Python, Java, Express, .NET, ASP.NET, etc. Now, download and install. Install. We need MySQL server to run MySQL and for interaction we need a GUI tool, graphical user interface tool called Workbench, MySQL Workbench. Now, MySQL Workbench. So we need to download both. Need to download and install both. Today is first class. That's why I repeated everything. Which one is good for Python? Both are good. What does it mean by which one is good? What is multi-thread? Multi-thread means multitask. Do you guys know that? Like multi-threaded languages means at a time two tasks it can do. For example, JavaScript is a single-threaded language. It cannot do it like multiple tasks at a time. But MySQL can do it. Which one is highly recommended for Python, Django developer, MySQL or MongoDB? Which are multi-threaded? Java is multi-threaded. Python is multi-threaded. Python is multi-threaded only, na? Yeah, Python is multi-threaded. See, one more thing I'm just telling it. The biggest one, only the freshers feel is every fresher. This is how routines happen. They will come to Amirpet. The first thing they will ask, which language is good? Okay, or which framework is good, or which technology is good, or which technology will have scope. You will complete your intermediate, you will go to the BTech and you will ask which branch is good. After that, you will ask it like which group is good. And there is nothing called good bad here, especially in software. Believe me, PHP no one is teaching now, it's dead, but still it's majority of the companies are using it now. You know that? Companies, you don't know the market. People will always lie about the market. You will know only opinions, whether it is told by Prasad or whether it is told by any other faculty. It's just an opinion. I have been in the industry from the 7 years, and I worked with the big clients. Verizon is one of the leading company in US. If anyone knows, it's a leading product based company, not even service based one. So with that experience, I'm telling it, there is not one tech which is less or which is more. The tech industry slowly changes. Sir, Python great or Java great? No, nothing great. You think Python have more future and the Java have less future? No. They have different paths. Java is used for different purpose. Python is used for different purpose. Same thing in Python. Which stream is better? Data science or AIML or normal web development or frameworks, Django or Flask, which one is better? There isn't anything fixed one. Which database is better? There is not fixed one. In MongoDB is used with Python. MySQL also used with Python. It depends on application you go and your comfortable level. You will learn both. Whichever you feel comfortable, do it. If you are using it mostly transaction data, like for example, someone is logging in more, log out more. Someone is like, they don't have a structured profile. They're like Snapchat or Instagram. There is not a fixed profile for Instagram. Some people will have it like more bio, someone will have it like less bio. There is not a fixed one. In that cases, people uses MongoDB. If there is a prefixed structure in school, institutes and all, we will have a prefixed structure. Go for MySQL. But everyone who says that tech is dying or this particular technology is booming, both are fake. Don't believe that. People will say this one is dying. People one will say it like this one is booming. Okay. You should understand it. You should use your own intuition. If you know just by English also with communication, you can survive in the industry 90% of the times. Are you all getting my point, ma? Yeah. Whoa. That I don't know. Sir, who has more job opportunity? Full stack. Same. That's what I told. Both are having job opportunities. Now, next. How do you download and install, sir? Go here. MySQL. If you go here in type it here, MySQL download. I will tell the process step by step. Please listen to this. Online also. Later again and again we can't repeat it. Okay. Go here and type it MySQL download. You will go here MySQL downloads. You can even directly go here mysql.com/downloads. If you go to this website mysql.com/downloads, you can see here. Can you see the last one? Can you see this last one, ma? What is his name? MySQL Community GPL. GPL means General Public License, which is free. Okay. We have different kinds of MySQL. We don't want that all. We wanted something like free one, which is a community one. So that's why this one you have to click. So you are going to mysql.com/downloads and you are clicking here MySQL community. What you are clicking, ma? MySQL community. Good. In this MySQL community, can you see here how many are free? So many are there, na? But we don't want that all. We want, if you see it here, I told in the notes also two things I need. One is MySQL server. See, MySQL community server I want. And second thing I need MySQL workbench. MySQL community server. First server should run. If the server is not running, it will not connect. Okay. And you can also go for the workbench. Shell people will use it when they wanted to do it in command prompt. I don't want to do it in command prompt. I will anyway have the application workbench. In companies also people use workbench only. So you go with workbench and community server. You can use directly community server and install. You can click on workbench and install. But if you don't want to click two things separately, there is a separate thing called MySQL installer. If you install this, everything will be installed nicely. Okay. Now, all you have to do is go here, MySQL installer. You can install this separately or click here MySQL installer. Which one you will click, MySQL installer? In this MySQL installer, again, people will confuse it here. Here, can you see so many files are there? In this ones, I recommend people to use this second one. Why? How do you know? If you see, first one is a web community. Online version it is. I don't want online version. I wanted this current version. If anyone is from another operating system, sir, not from Windows, you can click here. For iOS one, you have it like separate one, I think. iOS one, go for each one. Community server separately go. Click here, community server separately, and only for this community server, you have it like iOS or any other things. Okay, go for that only one. Here, for this, I will use installer. I will go here down. I will install this second one. Click on it here, download. And then they will ask login. Don't get login. No thanks, just download. It will download it, sir. Anyone have any doubts, ma? Yeah, 558 MB only, no? Not a big deal. Yeah. Anyone have any doubts? Go here, click this one. That's what I'm telling it. Array, can you repeat the whole process? Everyone, see it one more time from starting. I'm telling it. What did I type in Google, ma? And I went to the websites MySQL slash downloads. Which one I clicked here? Now, which one I click here? Good. Which one I click here? Second. Which one I clicked here? Barabar. Is it clear now online? You don't need to check the versions. Automatically, it will have it like LTS version. Long-term support, just download it. Okay. Now it is installed, sir. Sorry, it is downloaded. Now you have to double click on it, which will install in your system. Go here. Yes. Already my system is having the MySQL one. I think it will recognize that only. It is already having, mine is already having it. So it is just checking all the packages which are already have there. Now, here wrote only MySQL installer. MySQL, I wrote it MySQL installer for Windows. MySQL installer for Windows only, that is. Now, next. See here, actually, when you go for first time now, you will get a different screen. MySQL installation screen. Installation screen. You will have it here. This kind of screen will come. For me, this screen is not coming because already in my system it is there. Just to see it, this screen will come. Choosing which type of setup you will go. Client setup, server setup, full setup, custom support. Go for just full. No need to select it anything. Okay. Just click here full and click next and it will automatically go on. Okay. Now, for me also, I have to click here next and it will just update these things. Okay. But for you, it will have the steps, step by step process. If you have it like screens, is there any screenshots? No, I have it, I think. MySQL PDF. Yeah, I have on some screens. I will show you. See, we went to Google. We typed the download MySQL. Then we will go here, the community downloads. You can click here community server or directly installer for Windows. It will install this particular one. Once you install, you will click the second one, no tags download, and it will install. Once you click on the install here, select the full version. Which one you will click, ma? Full version. The difference is full version, if you select, it will give you router, it will give you client, it will give you shell, it will give you files. MySQL contains so many things, all will be installed. You don't use them now, but in future it might be useful to you. Okay. Or next, if you click the next requirements, it will check your system should have this Visual Studio, something kind of one version will be there. If your system is not having it, it will go for downloading that. Once you are downloading that, again it will go for this particular version. Next, once it is done, you will click yes, it will all will install, update, this particular screen will come. Next, next, you don't no need to change anything, only one screen you have to change. Next, here you have to change. Here you will get something called choose the root password. Choose the root password. In this root password one, you have to select your password. If you forgot your process, if you forgot your password, again you have to repeat all the procedure. I'm telling it one more time. Your password, don't keep it like something big. You are not doing any ISI project. So just put it something like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. No one will access your thing also because it is local host only. When you are going for companies, company will give you password. Chhod do. Are you all getting my point, ma? Because this is the biggest mistake people do. They will keep something secured password. It won't even show you that password once you put. After that, this password will be in some kind of settings ini files. And if you change that ini files, again I have to go to program files and do so much settings. Environment variable should change and all. Instead, again you have to uninstall and install it again. That much process is there. So click here. You don't need to add users. If you are giving any users, you will do it, but we don't add any users. Directly after the passwords are, click next, next, install. It will automatically install. The difference is if you install the MySQL installer, automatically Workbench will be installed, sir. When you are installing the Workbench, it will ask you password, the same password you will give, and it will install this Workbench also. Remaining all will be installed. Same like in my system. See, my system, this is executing one by one by one. For me, already we have password. So that's why it's not saying anything. Else it will ask me enter the password, then only I will do. Is it clear, ma online? If your system is already having the MySQL, if you download another version, two MySQLs will be there in your system. It will not update. I have 8.0 MySQL. If I download 8.4, 8.4 and 8.0, two servers will run. Okay. So that would be better. Better if you have it already, uninstall it and delete it. Or if you are going with something nice one, go for it only. Tell me again from setup screen. Huh? Array, seriously. First screen, full. In setup, you have to type full. Which one you will type, ma? Full. After that, never even say anything. Just next, 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 next. Okay. Next, and one point it will say execute. At one point, it will say it like password. Only for that password one, keep the password. And then again, next until you installed everything. It will take some time for the installation. Any doubts here? Share this in group. There is no group only. Now, offline people, you all have laptops. I told people to bring it, open it and do it, sir. Install, sir. Already is there. Oh, you all already installed. That is good, Ray. Like I am dealing with the people who already know MySQL. You already know MongoDB also? Then we will say it like Tata bye bye. Then seriously, good. It is good to have it some good knowledge. Take one more time, I'm telling it. I am seeing freshers, some people, how they will be, na? Chota error they will get panic. Array, I'm getting error. I'm not understanding. What is this error? But some people, na, when they get error, they will find it. They will Google it. They will find the error. They will find the answer. They will do it. Installation process or chota errors. If you really can handle those things, na, you are becoming good developer. That is really good thing. Now, already SQL and Oracle are in the system. That is good. Now, next one, sir. That is good, actually. Now, next one. How to be a good developer? I don't know. Now, let's start. Let's go here. Always comments are some kind of funny only. Let's go. Good. Oh, why did I open VS Code? Notepad only, no? Now, download and install, sir. Simple screen. Go to download mysql.com/downloads. And I want you to download, click MySQL community, GPL, click MySQL installer for Windows, MySQL installer for Windows. I am going for Windows 1. In my system, there are SQL. Should I download MySQL? You have to download MySQL. True. If you have it like Oracle, also you have to download it. They are different. In type networking option, all are defaults, sir. Yes, default only. No need to change. And then from here, I clicked on click second one, download. In login screen, no thanks, download. Just download. So it will automatically download, sir. Now then, in account and roles, you have to give password for account. You have to create it. Okay, you don't need to give it any kind of roles. Don't give any user roles. No, don't add any users. Just give it password and just click next. And after this, click on downloaded file. Select full. Go with next or execute until account screen, set password and confirm password. Password, make it simple. Password, click next until finish. Usually it will only install, sir. Server file permission. Just click next, sir. No need to give anything. In different system, it will take it like different time. Some systems it will take it like quickly. Some systems it will take much time. Then now most of the times most of the times, it only installs workbench. Workbench. If not, if not, we have to install workbench. We have to install workbench. Sir, in MySQL routing config, which option test connection? Just click next. No need to give anything. Okay. Once all installed, restart. Online people don't restart it now after the class. Now, how to know that workbench is installed or not? If you type it, you will know that, right? Now, see, sir, if you want to open workbench, type it here MySQL workbench. I am getting MySQL workbench is because I have MySQL workbench. Okay. First time it will open up here. MySQL workbench. For me, it's still doing it. I have it like different databases. For you, you won't have it like all this ones. Okay. For this one, all this one will not be there. Like only one will be there usually. 3306 or something kind of one port will be there. Okay. If you want to add any more connections, you can add it from here, but you don't need it to have more connections. One connection is enough. Okay. Just go here. By default, you will have 33061. Okay. By installing, it shows all the packages which are installing. It will. See, for me, it is still doing it. It will take time. Don't worry. Just click here, open up. One problem happened. When it opened here, usually, sir, it will ask the password. Okay. For me, it is not asking password because I have kept the password as something kind of, I have kept the password as save. I will open up here. Server is not connecting. MySQL server is not connecting because it is running now. I will create one more thing. Some sample connection. I'm just doing some sample connection. Can you see here? When I go here, why it is connection is not established. My server is still going on. See? So, guys, MySQL Workbench is one GUI tool. Is one GUI tool. What does it mean by GUI? Graphical user interface. Sir, I want to delete something, sir. If you want to delete any database, how do you write? You will write delete command, na? No need. Either delete button right. If you click on it, it will delete. If you want to add anything, you need to write it add command, create, insert something. You will write one command, na? SQL. You can actually directly add. You can directly delete. You can directly kind of update anything. You can do it in this tool that is called graphical user interface tool. But this graphical user interface tool will connect to MySQL server only. See, my MySQL server, first server should connect. Can you see here? Am I getting anything, ma? No. Why? Because my workbench is not connected to the server. That is because server is not running. My server is actually in update screen. Once my server is updated, then I will start the server. The server will run. Okay, when the server is running in 3306 port, at that time, my workbench will run. Is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? What is my username? How to find? You will not have any username. You just click next, next, next. Your username is just default. Simple. No object select. I didn't understand. What object? Let it get installed. Unnecessarily, I clicked install. After opening workbench, you mean this ones? This one will be there. If you want it, you can click here. All you have to do is click on this. If you don't have, click on this, create one kind of new one, and then that new one you have to click there something kind of password. You will keep one password and you will connect it, sir. Simple. What is connection between database and server? Database and server. I think you guys are confused. MySQL server is not the actual server. MySQL server is connecting the database in kind of data layer only. In every application, there are three layers. How many layers, ma? Three layers. Presentation layer, front end, application layer, back end, data layer, which is in database one. In data layer, one server will be there for databases, one kind of database will be there to connect it. Okay, that is what we are doing it now. Actual server is different. In my local instance, my SQL 80 is showing in workbench. Correct. It will show. For me, it's taking time. Array, earlier it is 60%. Na? Any other doubts you have? Anyone? At the time of plus icon, click password also showing. That's what. See, normally, sir, one more time. When you click on this open screen, it will ask you something called password, your password. For me, it is not asking because I forgot the passwords usually. So that's why I click save password. So it is not asking me. But for you, it will come here like this. Workbench, opening screen. It will ask like this. It will ask something like this. When you click on that particular one, it will ask you something like this. I clicked the password and I click here save password. That's why it is not asking me now. Are you getting my point, ma online? Any other doubts? 64-bit also 32 only you will download, Ray. Server file permissions. Just click next. Can we close the shell MySQL? You can. You have to download 32. Yes, always 32 only. There are no configuration steps. Guys, there are no configuration steps. All you have to do is just click next, next, next. Automatically, it will only apply all the configurations. Just give the password in the account screen. That's it. Samples, examples, all it will download, Ray. Documentation. See, for me also it is going down documentation and all. For me it's complete, Ray. Good. Next, server is ready to configure. It is starting the server. Just click next, next. Automatically it will apply. It is showing execute in apply configuration. Click on execute then. That's what I did now. Apply configuration, execute. Finish it. Simple. Now close it. We have to give username, sir. No username. By default, you have a username called root. Now if I open up here, can you see it is asking password? That is because now it is asking password because maybe the server is updated now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh? You don't say re 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. What happened, Ray? Now let me check here MySQL. क्या हुआ रे? Your connection failed. Access denied. Root localhost using password. Yes. Mine opened the terminal directly. It will open the shell. You close that. By default, when you install shell will be open that you close it. कुछ नहीं होता. Hmm. So your password incorrect. That I know. How to reset password? There is not that much options are there. Again, I have to install it. Something is not running correctly, Ray. Maybe MySQL is not running correctly. I will check it. Just a minute. Let's check it here. MySQL. 2 MySQLs are running in a. It is running correctly. Previous MySQL system, that's not correct. MySQL server 8.0. Now here the server is running only. Workbench not able to take the server only. I will take in another connection. Now it opened, but the server is not connected. Available server is not unable to connect the server 3306. Who said it is 3306? Status and system variables. There is no connection. I set to 3307 only. Then why it went to 3306? Server may be not running. Maybe the restart will start it. Found one server. Here it is not even asking the password. I think I got it. What was the problem? I think two MySQLs are running. I think in my system, two MySQLs are running. End the task. MySQLs. Now go here. MySQL server. It's not able to start only. I think I have to restart it. Check here. GHM. Start. MySQL is running now. Process. Now go here, workbench. Click here. It's not connected only. Server is running only. Properties. Workbench is not getting connected. Startup mode, automatic, log on, MySQL 80. This is my password. Reinstall the workbench. Why I have to reinstall workbench? Now basically it's working there. Is it not compatible? Let me do it here. Go here, MySQL. Let me check it. Maybe the compatibility issue is there. MySQL workbench. Go here, download. No thanks, download. Let it do. Actually, it upgraded the workbench, but I don't know why. All it will do it max to max, some kind of restart. That's it. I hate biology. I heard you teach biology also. Is it real? I am not from non-IT. I am from IT background. Yeah, I taught biology. I think most of the people knows now here. Yeah, people know that kind of stories. Modify MySQL workbench. Workbench install. Yes. Very well. Most of the time is wasted today. Then finish workbench. Connect to it. Not connect only. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. But 3307 is running, but it's not still connected. It's showing type and networking. What should I do it here? Type is networking only. Need not to be changed. Okay, we'll do one thing. I think I have to restart my system, which I will do. Now, is there anyone have any questions today? No? Now, I want everyone, to install MySQL community server and MySQL workbench in your system, sir. Install your MySQL, and if you case having any trouble while installing it, bring it to your systems, especially offline people. Bring your systems tomorrow in case if you get any trouble. Okay. If no trouble, also bring it. Whenever I'm typing here command, you can type it there and check it. Is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? Yeah. That's it. Offline people or online people also can say, send me like what trouble you have. Now, any other doubts? My.ini file, I know that I will check it, but I have to restart it for that. You can send it in the chat. Yeah. That's it for today. Thank you all. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll do the remaining things. Thank you, ma'am. Community server is done, but workbench making trouble. Even for me. Sir, data grip also like workbench. Yes, but we will use workbench only. Yeah. Huh? Huh? No. When you do that MySQL installer is there, na? When you do that, automatically workbench will be done. All will be done. It is one package only. Okay, that is a package. In case if something is trouble, for example, something is trouble to me, at that time you have to go to that and you have to change it. At that time you have to go to the internet, download only workbench. For example, workbench is troubling, only workbench I download separately. But if not trouble, all will be done right at time. Yeah. పాస్వర్డ్ అవట్లేదు సార్ అది ఇన్సైడ్ చెక్ వస్తుంది సార్ అంటే అర్థం ఏంటంటే ఆల్రెడీ ఈ సిస్టమ్ లో MySQL ఉంది ఉంది కదా మార్నింగ్ మార్నింగ్ అన్ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసాను నువ్వు అన్ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసావు కానీ నువ్వు అన్ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసినా సరే ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఫైల్స్ లో ఉంటాయి నాకు ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటో చెప్తాను చూడు ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఉంది